To present you with the news in detail, my name is Saidlis Konjera. Minister of Lands and Environmental Protection Elijah Muchima says government is still waiting for an extensive technical report before any action is taken on the controversial forest number 27 land. Muchima says government cannot just take action without fully understanding the situation and the procedure, hence citizens must exercise patience. He says handling the case of Forest 27 is a delicate matter as there are some innocent people involved. Therefore, thorough and diligent work has to be taken first. Mr. Muchima emphasized that the matter is being handled with the fairness required as it is a subject of concern to every well-meaning Zambian. Now, former Republican President Edgar Lungu some years back signed statutory instrument number 62 of 2017 degazetting the forest number 27. The forest is a recharge area for Chalimbana and Chongwe rivers and has been a source of environmental concern. Economist Yusuf Dodiar says the recent staff agreement of $1.4 billion loan with the International Monetary Fund IMF and Zambia is a drop in the ocean given the country's indebtedness and the economy that is mainly run by foreign investors. Mr. Dodiar says as long as the country's major economic affairs in the mining sector do not benefit the country, debt and sustainability will remain a challenge. Speaking in an interview with MUVI TV News, Mr. Dodiar expressed worry at the country's continued borrowing, which he says might come with stiff conditions, which has the potential to compromise the country's sovereign economy. He adds the government should put in place mechanisms to locally build the economy and put the country's economy in the local people, as opposed to the culture of continued borrowing. He has wondered why government is silent on the IMF conditions to the $1.4 billion loan and why the lenders have decided leaders in handling matters of the state.
Economist Yusuf Dodiar has urged government to work at internalizing earnings from the mining sector if the country is to be economically self-reliant. Commenting on the recently announced staff-level agreement between the Zambian government and the International Monetary Fund IMF for a loan of $1.4 billion, Mr. Dodiar is of the view that the intervention will have minimal impact on the country's economic and debt situation.
The new development is that the IMF are offering a $1.4 billion loan to be disbursed over 3 years. So basically that's roughly about $500 million per year to cover the $1.4 billion. Now for Zambia, if you look at just our debt servicing demand in 2022 of 78 billion kwacha, which translates to about $3 billion, this is a drop in the ocean in terms of special drawing rights and even in terms of the loan.
He says the country should find ways of earning enough from its natural resources, especially in the mining sector, to grow the economy and avoid borrowing that might come with compromising conditions.
Government is still expecting about 29% of the budget to be funded by foreign financing and grants, and that's a huge amount. That's 1/3 of the national budget. Generally it comes with conditions, and these conditions may be conditions that we as a nation are not happy to succumb to. You saw what happened in terms of gay rights debate that's been raging in Zambia and in the media regarding Zambia. These are all the issues that are going to have to be confronted when we are looking at getting support, the 30% budget support from foreign financing and grants.
For MUVI TV News, I'm Afias Kaptula in Lusaka.